If you love your socials and you're addicted to watching every kind of TV show from dramas to reality TV, then I have news of an entry-level position that will suit you down to the ground. And you don't have to have any experience to apply, just a great imagination. Sounds good, doesn't it? Stick around for more information. Hi guys, Samina here. This week I'm going to talk about the importance of knowing how social media works and how to use it to get a job in the media industry. If you're endlessly on your socials, then make it count if you want to get into TV, radio and film. What does that mean? Well, essentially it means stop posting pics of yourself pouting unnecessarily, stop posting pics of yourself in any kind of compromising positions where you're falling over drunk, etc. You know the kind of photos I'm talking about. Stop posting photos of your pets and stop posting photos of your dinner. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to post a few photos of your social life, a lovely plate of food when you go out to dinner. It mixes things up on your socials, but a plate of food, a photo of a plate of food every time you eat, come on. Keep it relevant to creating a profile that's going to interest an employer. When it comes to recruiting these days, hiring managers do check your online presence to see if you've got anything interesting on your socials and to get clues about the kind of person you are. You want to make sure you give a good impression. But you may well argue, there's a lot of people doing lifestyle blogs everywhere. And guess what? You'd be right. However, do they all want to work in telly, radio and film? I don't think so. Also, if any of them have been successful in getting their foot through the door of this industry, they will have done something relevant on their socials to get noticed, or they know someone, or they just got lucky. It can happen, but it's rare. For the purposes of this video, I want to talk about production jobs. That's off-screen jobs. If you're interested in being a presenter, yes, you can promote yourself on socials too. And I will post another video specifically about presenting on another day. If you're working on any projects, then take behind the scenes photos and mini videos of your production. For example, photos of the camera, a shot of the camera viewfinder. If you're using your phone to film, then get someone else to take photos of you filming with it. Essentially, the story of everything going on behind the camera. Now, that is interesting. If you prefer audio, the same applies. Your behind the scenes photos could include microphones, you with some recording equipment, a photo or video of your team, if you have one, and so on. You know where I'm going with this. This is what I call relevant content, as it tells a great story of what your production is, shows you in action, and creates a great talking point, not only with your followers, but with future employers too. So you might be thinking, what if I'm not producing any content? Then what? Produce some content. I'm a huge advocate of it. Why? Because you can interpret your ideas into audio or onto screen. You can get as creative as you like and make mistakes and learn from them and build a portfolio of work you can send links to when applying for jobs. That is so valuable. This is called show, not tell. It's always best to demonstrate what you can do versus trying to explain what you can do. You don't need any expensive kit to get started, just a smartphone and off you go. No excuses really. Now, if producing content isn't your thing, then don't worry, as having fantastic knowledge of how the main social media platforms work is valuable currency in itself. Every broadcaster has social media marketing for pretty much all the content they produce, whether that's something being released today or in the future, whether it's across news, entertainment, documentaries, or any other format for that matter. Also, media companies not only produce content for on-screen these days, but online too, as many people prefer to watch stuff online, and this is growing daily. And guess what? That's where you come in with your social media savvy. Seriously, if you know how the likes of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or any other networks work, you need to get applying for social media marketing jobs in media. There's so many out there. And if you don't know how social media platforms work, then learn. That's exactly what I did and continue to do so, because even for someone of my experience, it's expected on certain jobs. I've got no choice. I had to do it. Honestly, if I can get my head around the networks, then anyone can. I want to share with you now details of a fantastic opportunity from a media organisation called Banny J Brightbulb. Their development intern scheme 2022 is now open. Survivor, The Island with Bear Grylls, MasterChef, Lego Masters, and 8 out of 10 Cats are just some examples of their huge catalogue of TV output. So I hope that entices you. In case you don't understand the development in development intern, it means coming up with new ideas, shaping them, growing them, tweaking them until they're interesting enough to be able to pitch to commissioners. Now, who are commissioners? They are media executives who decide what goes on our screens. The scheme is open to young people from all backgrounds, including people with a disability, people from all ethnic minority groups, and people from disadvantaged backgrounds. It's a massive opening into the media industry, and I suggest you apply tout de suite. That, by the way, is French for ASAP. Why? Because there's a deadline, as always, with these things. You don't have to have any experience, which is fantastic. However, they are looking for a certain kind of person. Could that be you? Well, let's see what's on their checklist. Someone who's addicted to social media and knows how it works. Someone who loves watching content on socials, YouTube, and Netflix. Someone who loves sharing content they have watched. And someone who is an ideas person. Is that you? Banny J Brightbulb want you to help them come up with TV shows. Now that's pretty exciting. The internship is full-time for 12 weeks and it's paid. Yes, you heard correctly, paid. And they're looking for 8 people to start in January 2022. If you impress them in the role, then there's the possibility of being offered another 12-week contract, which is incredible. The company is based in London, but don't let that put you off, because if you live outside the M25 and need to relocate for the job, you may be eligible for a one-off relocation bursary to help you move. If you miss out on this, don't worry, as I'll continue to add new opportunities as and when I come across them. All you have to do is subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay right up to date so you don't miss out on any opportunity. As always, details of where to apply will be in the description below. Do let me know how you get on, please, because I'd love to hear from you.